Selam. Nasılsınız? Bu oyunu da unutmayalım diye düşünüp buraya geldim. Neredeydim, nasıldım hiç hatırlamıyorum. En son karlı şeydeydik galiba. BT'yi almamıştık sanki hala. BT Bridge Bay BB'yi. Yazın ortasında hasta olmak konulu çalışmama hoş geldiniz. Ha evet. Hoş geldin Eren.
Nasılsın?
Tamam şu şeyi anladık. Kaldırabilirsin. Neyse. İyiyim. Teşekkür ederim. Daha iyiyim. I'll be... Bu? Compass mod. Ha okey. Böyle gidebilirsin diyor. Mantıklı. Böyle birkaç haftadır uyku düzeni konusunda çok sıkıntılar çekiyordum. Bugün insani saatlerde kalkıp insani saatlerde uyanık kaldım. Onun için dedim ki ben biraz oyun oynamak istiyorum. Ancak şimdi şey yaparsam geçe bırakırsam muhtemelen çok geçe kalacağım. Onun için dedim erkenden bir oyuna gireyim. Ama hapşırasım geldi. Hapşırmadım. Ha, bir dakika. Hapşırmadım ama gözüm yaşardı.
one should be working again. Let me see. Oh, well then. Maybe this is a special beach for soldiers who died in battle.
Maybe we should get the hell out of here.
Yes.
I'm surprised. I thought you would have abandoned BB by now.
Discard precious hardware? Never.
Sen nasılsın?
So, do you still share memories? I see.
Enişten
Stay here.
dileklerimle.
Seems like I got other memories to tend to. I'm taking him down. That should get us both out of here.
You know, Sam, I'm starting to understand why BB is so important to you.
Huh?
He's just a tool. Life and death are supposed to be irrelevant. But we've got attached to each other all the same, haven't we?
Kid's not just a tool. Name's Lou.
Lou, huh? That's a good name.
Oo, kolay gelsin. İmparatorluk olan mı yoksa şehir olan mı? Roma çok ilginç ya. Antik medeniyetler ilgimi çekiyor benim genel olarak. Ha. Çıkıyor lan. Olur. Aa, şey kötü oldu. Konunun buradan geldiğini anlamamışım. Neymiş Rom'un tarihi? Neden Rom diye bir şey yapmışlar? Gerçi Rom'un ne olduğunu da bilmiyorum. Nasıl yapıyorlar Rom'u? Şey mi? Yani en azından temel şeyi ne? Temel türü. Herhalde distiledir diye tahmin ediyorum. Yani şey mi? Neydi? Bourbon'ın aynı malzeme ama şey yapıyorlar. Araya bir fermentasyon adımı ekliyorlar mı? Doğru mu anladım? O da şeker kamışından yapılıyor olması lazım ya. Rye. Rye şekerli bir şey değil mi? Yanlış mı hatırlıyorum?
Light him up.
Şey nasıl yapılıyordu ya? Veya yapılabiliyor muydu? Silahta zoom. Çünkü silaha şey geldi, onu hiç kullanamadım. Bir noktada zoom aim down sight yapma seçeneği gelmiş olması lazım, hiç kullanamadım. Oyun sesi beni bastırıyor. Okey, çözeyim. Kendi sesim full de kendi sesim. Oyunun sesini kısmam lazım. Evet, 50 olsun. Mısır, çavdar ve bu da çavdar galiba Ray. Yukarıda. Hayır. Armor plate falan vermeye başladı oyun. Neden sıkıyorsunuz ya? Şuraya düştü. Diğeri nerede? Aa, ne dedim ben de hatırlamıyorum. En son Bourbon konuşmuyor muyduk? Onun üzerine çok da önemli bir şey demedim yani bence.
Engage on sight!
Uzaklaşıyor olmam lazım şu an.
Where are you, baby? Right there. Get my baby.
Hayır.
This is all my fault. I should never have put you in that prison.
Çok dramatik bir sarılma değil mi? Ne oldu acaba? Kim bilir? Ya şeyi çok hatırlamıyorum. Ne olmuştu biz? Fırtına falan mı gelmişti? Yani nasıl buraya gelmiştik hiç hatırlamıyorum. Ha yok, BB'yi almak için dağdaki kabineye gittiğimizde o gittiğimizde orada bir fırtına çıkmıştı da öyle bizi almıştı falan gibi bir şey hatırladım. Sonra da buraya gelmiştik.
Lou? Lou?
How's little Lou doing?
No response.
Well, look at that. The child's taking a shine to me. You two were out cold, so I had you brought here. You were right. Whatever you did back there returned us to our own world. I put your cargo and gear in your private box. You slept for a whole day, you know. Slept like the dead. I'm already back in Capital Knot. Fragile's beach has been coming in handy. Sam, I owe you an apology. Lou was the name you were going to give your own baby if he'd had made it. I should have pieced it together sooner.
Don't know what you're talking about.
I found some records from 10 years ago. A death, sudden, in the middle of a town. Young woman in the prime of her life. Nobody knew until it was too late. A void out. Her husband, who was a member of Bridges, had dooms. He tried, but he couldn't get to her in time. The whole town was wiped off the map, leaving nothing but a big crater and him. Because he was a repatriate. People wanted answers. Did the man hide his wife's body on purpose? The only survivor was the only suspect. He was easy to blame, and people did. And pretty soon, they were blaming Bridges too. The man felt responsible, so he left. And his wife, who died, her name was Lucy. She'd been pregnant, poor woman. They were going to name their son Lou.
Didn't happen.
But it did. President Strand told me. She talked about you all the time. He didn't have to cut all ties and walk away, she said.
You wanna shut the fuck up?
Calm down, Sam. Take a seat. I told you before about my body. 70% harvested from cadavers. Do you want to know the real reason why? Because the story you've heard is one I made up. The truth is, I'm Frankenstein's monster. Artificial. Grown from pluripotent stem cells. And when that vital spark didn't manifest in all my organs, they replaced the defective ones with those of the dead. I never had a birthday. I'm a soulless meat puppet. No ka, a dead man. People born the traditional way have beaches. You have one. BB too. But I have no such connections. No mother, no afterlife, no beach. You see now why I'm so obsessed with it all? Why I joined Bridges? The battlefield. Now that was an awful beach. But strangely, I didn't hate it, because I knew you were coming for me. I've never felt that before. Connected to someone, anyone. You didn't have to cut all ties and walk away. The president was right about that much.
Wasn't anything to walk away from. It's not like I was ever welcome there.
Come on, even I was welcome. Oh, that. You were holding it. It's an old dog tag, US issue. Wasn't easy prying it out of your hand. Clifford Unger, as you can see. I looked him up in our database. Found a match. He was US Army Special Forces. Fought in Kosovo, Iraq, Afghanistan.
That's him.
Well, that's all I've managed to dig up so far. You must be caked in chiral matter from the battlefield. Time for a shower, I'd say. Oh, I won't be joining you this time. The Die Hardman issue is no longer a concern. I've seen to it that our conversations won't be recorded.
Sam, do you copy? As you might have suspected, time here stopped while you two were on that battlefield. If my thinking is correct, the dimension to which you traveled is a kind of beach. To explain a little, our bodies, our ha, all occupy the same world, but our souls, our ka, have beaches all their own. These beaches are given form inside our brains by our beliefs, religion, philosophy, and so forth. As a result, a beach can be anything, and those anythings form a multiverse. However, if many people die at once, their beaches can become entangled, creating a strand field. This
Sen bunları nereden öğrendin? Nereden çözdün bunu yani?
On such a beach, exits vanish and experiences cycle endlessly. Picture it like a record player. The needle skips, playing the same phrase again and again. They're fighting a battle that has no beginning or end. Round and round it goes. Now, the battlefield you visited was in Eastern Europe in World War II. Which is strange, given that the man you encountered, Clifford Unger, played no part in that conflict. I can't explain it, but if you can connect me to the chiral network, Who knows what we might discover?
EX grenade number 0.
Still there, Sam? If so, I have a request. When you're ready, head upstairs to the delivery terminal.
Okay. Okay. Hadi biraz kargo taşıyalım.
Can I help you? Holy shit. John, is that you? What are you doing here? My wife's checked in. They don't want a repeat of last year. I'm so sorry. I didn't know.
Verifying ID. Clear. All weapons will remain locked until departure.
Sam, the west side of that beyond it is Edgenot City, the last bastion of civilization you'll find that far out. It's your final destination. Once you use the qubit to connect it, the chiral network will span the entire continent. The rebirth of America is so close. And remember, that's where Amelie is being held captive. We need you to bring her home safely. But before you cross the tar belt, there's one more knot we need you to tie. Hartman will help you get it done.
Hartman's lab.
Sam, I'd like for you to... First, the dog tags you to tuck them away in a pocket. Second, Malin. Her body shows no signs of necrosis. Closer study may yield information. Suffice it to say... I don't have much. See to your prep. You'll find an official order on...
Okay. Oraya yakın. Winter Clothes. Recovery. Winter Clothes. Bunu yapalım ya. Macerayı skeleton da giyiyor. Ha, cube aynen.
All right, Sam. Take care of her. And don't worry, she won't go necro. Millingan's special. Be funny if these Ha of ours ended up being the key to saving us all.
Order assigned.
Motor alalım ya. Beyaz bakayım neredeyiz? Hartman's Lab. Oraya zipline var. Biraz yürüyeceğiz zipline'dan inip. Okay.
Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey. Weapons restrictions lifted.
Okay, o tarafa doğru gideceğiz. Ha. Geldiğim yer daha yakınmış. Yanlış mı şey yaptım ya? Yok, Death Stranding. Bak şurada bir bina var. Orası mı? Bayağı yakınmış o zaman şeye. Sürekli Elden Ring olmasın dedim ya. Bir de bu oyunda unutur gibi oldum. Dedim bir şey... bir şey yapayım. Hatırlamaya gireyim. Evet ya, biraz onu... Biraz öyle oldu. Hayır, bir de şey oluyor arada. Bir de geliyor diyor ki şunu şöyle yap, çok iyi oluyor diyor. Tamam da benim yani ben öyle bir şey yapmıyorum ki. Yani orada değilim ki. Mesela şey işte, yani neyse. Sonra yayıncılar chat'e niye bakmıyor? Paşamıza bak be. Ya onlara okeyim de yani çok böyle spesifik hani şey yapınca çok hani nasıl söyleyeyim, artık oyun tarzına dayanan öneriler gelmeye başlayınca bir şey oluyorum.
Delivery complete. Displaying performance evaluation. Request to join UCA. Registered. Awaiting Cupid.
Hartman'ın bölgesi de tabii ki kalp şeklinde. Thermal pad. Okay.
Please proceed into the facility with a cadaver. Good work.
Hayır şey de değil ki. Wow, bu ne? Reklam mıydı bu? Ha, bu adamın hikayesini hatırladım. Şey yapıyordu bu. Karısını mı kızını mı ne arıyordu şeyde öteki tarafta.
Administering shock. Stand clear.
Well, you certainly caught me with my pants down. Glad you could make it, Sam. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to alarm you, but I am what I am. Ah, please, lay her down there. Still no sign of them.
You know your heart stops beating.
It stops every 21 minutes. I spend 3 minutes on the beach, and then return. 60 deaths and 60 resurrections per day. 60 opportunities to search the beach for my departed family. This is how I live. This is my life. So, while you've traveled to and from the sea an impressive number of times, my beach count is a little higher. 218,549. I see myself in that crater. My wife and my child. It's like looking at the shape of my heart. The doctors called it myocardial cordiformia.
My heart.
Mine is an especially unusual case. I have pictures. Care to see Hartmut's heart-shaped heart? No, you really should. It doesn't run in the family. You know, I never came to terms with their loss. In the days that followed, I became obsessed with an idea that the beach is real and they are on it. I would induce cardiac arrest, 3 minutes at a time, and search for them, day after day after day.
Also, you could say goodbye.
Quite the opposite. It is said that everyone's beach is different. So what if everyone's afterlife is different too? I find the thought terrifying, spending eternity alone, which is why I decided to find my family and make sure to move on with them.
You mean die with them?
If death would see us reunited, then yes. But the repeated cardiac arrests took their toll on my heart. The muscle gradually deformed. And after a while, they started calling me the beach scientist. Hartman. I'm glad we could have this conversation. A body that doesn't necrotize. No sign of decomposition. It's as if she were still alive. The perfect mummy. An impeccable corpse.
What's wrong?
Where's the other thing you were supposed to bring? Ah, found it. Behold.
Wait, dead man.
It appears to be an umbilical cord. Human by the looks of it, I think. But this was no ordinary conduit between fetus and placenta. It looks more like a BT's tether. And this was Mama's? Yes. A body that doesn't necrotize and an umbilical cord connected to the beach. These are remarkable discoveries, Sam. Enough to set my sore heart racing.
5 minutes to cardiac arrest.
I apologize if our conversation gets cut short. I must go back to the beach and look for my wife and child. One person, one beach. That's the rule. But I'm the exception. My beach is connected to others, as if it were the beneficiary of a coronary bypass.
Hoş geldin İsmet.
Maybe this twisted heart of
Bizde
mine
yeni bir
made
film
it
çıkmış,
possible.
onu izliyoruz.
All I know is that I will find them. Even if my every visit raises new questions, I'll have my answers one day. One day.
3 minutes to cardiac arrest.
The battlefields. The endless wars you found yourself trapped in. Why do World War era soldiers wander the beach a century after they fell? Normally the souls of the dead move on. The beach is just a corridor, a place through which they pass on the way to the other side. But if regret, resentment, a fervent desire
Merakla
to remain,
bekliyorum, ben de sinemada
these
gideceğim.
feelings are powerful enough. They may give rise to an
Across the
altogether
Stranding.
different beach.
Çok iyi
A
film diyorlar.
collective purgatory for an army of the damned. Clifford Unger. His misery and hatred, combined with your BB acting as some sort of catalyst, have brought these battlefields to our world.
2 minutes to cardiac arrest.
It's just a theory.
You think Higgs is pulling the strings? Pulling all their strings?
Ensure you are in a stable position.
I don't know. But evidence does suggest that Higgs brought them here.
1 minute remaining. Please hold on to something secure.
Oh, before I forget, I have a favor to ask.
Activating lab security measures.
Could you just relax until I come back? Time stops on the beach, but not in the scene. Rest assured, it'll only feel like 3 minutes to you. We'll continue this shortly.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Controller uyumuş. İşte. Güzel filmdi. Çok ilginç. Yani biraz fazla terminoloji. Technobabble çok kullanmışlar. Tempo sorunları vardı bence. Yani şöyle. Bu ölü zaten ölünün patlaması uzun sürüyor. Şu sağdaki ölü de şu. Şuradaki ölü de özellikle patlamadığı için Allah Allah niye patlamadı bu diye incelensin diyerek buraya getirdik. Yoksa şeydi yani. Patlayabilirdi yani. Ayrıca oyunun açıkladığı şeyleri de açıklamadığının farkındayız değil mi? Hani oyunun açıkladığı bir şey olduğu gibi bir izlenim yaratıyorsun. Oyun zaten açıklamıştır diyerek ama oyun açıkladığı şeyleri de açıklamıyor zaten.
No luck. Visit 218,550. Oh, sorry. Where were we? I may be used to the 21-minute cycle, but for a first-time face-to-face meeting, there's just too much to cover in one go-around.
Can't be easy living like this.
Yes. And no. Now that I'm acclimated to it, it isn't especially, onerous. Defecation, pollution, nutrition. Most of life's basic functions fit rather easily into a 21-minute time slot. Sleep is the tricky one. And intercourse, I suppose. Verbal or physical. Not that someone in my position has to worry much about either. Do you read, Sam? listen to music, watch films. You know, I keep busy. I have a collection of music, television shows, some very interesting short films, and stories. Everything consumable within a 21-minute window. All from before the Death Stranding, of course. But honestly, the 21 minutes I spend here, all downtime, nothing more. Time spent waiting to go back to the search. My body may be present, but my soul is on the beach. I'm already dead.
I know that feeling. Lost my family in an accident.
Well, I never expected you to open up to me. As it happens, I've read about your circumstances. I lost my family in an accident too. I was in the ICU having heart surgery, out of town, in the city. When it was clear that I was going to pull through, my wife took my daughter back to the house to collect some things for me. And then they were caught in the void outs. The city and the hospital were spared the worst, but the shockwave knocked out the power and my life support. I woke up on the beach. The people who died in the 2 void outs were there. What happened? What's going on? I saw my wife and my daughter in the procession. Hey! It's me! Where are you going? Wait! Don't leave without me! No! Don't go! Please, don't go! The ICU's backup generator kicked in, and I was brought back to life by the defibrillator. Exactly 21 minutes after my heart had stopped. And that was the last time I saw my family. It's my damned heart's fault that we were torn apart, but it's also the reason I'll see them again someday. It defines me. I am Hartman. Ever since, I've walked the beaches of others. I follow my family's footsteps for a while, and when I get tired, I return here to continue my research. It's funny though, even when my heart stops, the pain lingers. You have any family photographs, Sam? Pity.
5 minutes to cardiac arrest.
You mind telling me what I'm doing here before you go back to the beach?
Oh, of course. There's a Prepperone station in this area. Our scientists stationed there are researching material from before the Death Stranding.
What kind of material?
The Earth has a long memory. It's trying to tell a story, one that goes back to the very beginning. One that not even the Death Stranding could erase. The scientists are all colleagues of mine from the earlier expedition. I'd like you to bring them onto the chiral network. Amelie proposed we establish our research posts along this belt. Despite a worldwide search, this is the only area known to contain fossils from the late Cretaceous period, when the dinosaurs died out. The assumption being that the last ones lived here, and here alone. You see, hiding in the earth then are memories of a major mass extinction. Clues that could tell us how to survive our predicament. Certainly, that was Amelie's hope as part of the advanced team when she assigned our backup team here. The past informs the present and aids us in building the future. She was careful to impress that upon us before she went west.
3 minutes to cardiac arrest.
Shut up. I'm putting you on mute. Sometime later, we began to observe unusual activity in the tar belts outside Edgenot City. Vast quantities of tar began surfacing, spreading, consuming many of my colleagues, as well as a chiral way station. The whole incident defied explanation.
You think Higgs is to blame?
I don't know, but we needed that way station. It was essential to expanding the chiral network westward. That's why I'm asking you for your help in building a new one. It won't be much given the handful of equipment we've managed to scrape together. Nothing like the knot cities, that's for sure. But a knot is still a knot. Sam, I want you to use the Cupid to put the scientists on the network, then go to Amelie. Afterwards, we can get back to the important job of researching the deaths.
Don't worry about him, Sam. The air mat floor absorbs the impact. I'll unlock the door for you.
Sam, you heard him. You can grab the order at a delivery terminal.
Oyun oynuyorduk değil mi ya? Bir an dalmışım.
Our ultimate objective in this region is to build a replacement for a way station that was lost to the tar. The first step is to put a shelter with our scientists on the chiral network. Now, we don't know the first thing about Amelie's status or what Higgs is up to. That's a concern for us as much as you. But we won't know more until we get to Edgenot City. And that means connecting this region first. You should start with the geologist and the paleontologist. The latter's holding something for the Evo-Devo biologist, so I recommend you save her for last. That way, you can finish a delivery and link up the final site in one go.
Evo-Devo biologist da varmış. Neydi? Evolutionary Developmental Biology.
Thermal pad. Indispensable gear for cold weather operations. Especially useful when traversing snow-capped mountains.
Ver bir tane. 80 kilo antimatter anti-chiralium medication delivery. Okay.
A geologist of ours has been studying fossil. He's been out there conducting excavations for a while now and has begun to suffer the effects of chiral contamination. No doubt the result of
Dejavu
excessive
yaşadım.
exposure to chiralium
Neden
during
dejavu
the
yaşadım?
Until the site is properly decontaminated, nor will it. So we need you to bring him.
Administering shock.
The stratum the team was investigating at the time of the infant. It's the most recent of the big... In any event, can you guess what it was? A fossil beach. If that is indeed what it is, then he has made a tremendous discovery. Therefore, Sam, it is essential that you deliver those chiralium scrubbing agents as...
Biraz uzak mı? Sanki.
Order assigned.
Niye bunları atıyorsunuz ya? Ayıptır, ayıptır. Ha bunları takmamışsın.
Sam, so Hartman told you all about the lake. How the attack that created it changed his life forever. Not only did he lose his family, he very...
Aslında şey var. Şuradan şöyle gidip buraya geçebiliriz.
nearly lost himself. For 21 minutes, he was in a state of cardiopulmonary arrest. Under normal circumstances, he would have died. Therapeutic hypothermia saved his life. But the 21 minutes he spent on the other side had a lasting effect on him. Perhaps due to the shock, his Doom's abilities seem to have increased. And now he takes every opportunity to walk the beach in search of his family.
My apologies, Sam. You came all this way to visit me, yet I neglected to give you a proper farewell. Do be careful out there. As I mentioned before, this region is rich in memories of death. Extinction. It should come as no surprise that BTs are sighted here more frequently. Perhaps you recall the models in my lab? Their designs were all based on eyewitness accounts. Though I suppose they must have struck you as strange, considering the many times you've come face to face with the real McCoy.
Bir dakika, arabayla gideceksek. Okay, buradan ileriden sol yapacağız. Motorla daha rahat olur.
Today's a good day. Thanks for the help.
I'm Sam!
Diğer taraf. Ha yok. Bunun arkasından diğer tarafmış. Burada ufak bir network'ten çıktığımız alan var. Ve hemen network'e geri giriyoruz. Tabi bu da var. Bunları da unutmayalım. Hadi bakalım. Kırmızı şeylisi de çıkmış. Bıbırcık dediğin ne? Şey konusunda haklısın da immersion breaking bazı şeyler var oyunda bence de. Ama bıbırcık ne onu da şey yapar mısın? Kalmadı mı silahım? Pek değil de bana grenade daha iyiydi. Sadece hareket etmem gerekiyor benim şu anda. Geri dönüp tematik grenade'e olur, alayım bari onu atmışken. Onları diyorsun. Alışıyorsun ya bir süre sonra. O kadar sıkıntı olmuyor. Ben bebek sesinden bıktım biraz. Onu söyleyebilirim. Ha şurada, ben de diyorum ki nerede bu? Ha okey, buradan başlıyoruz, tamam. Mesela sıkıntı biraz. Neden bu kadar silah yapmaya döndük? Bu oyunun olayı o değildi sanki bir noktada.
Sam, so Hartman told you all about the lake. How the attack that created it changed his life forever. Not only did he lose his family, he very nearly lost himself. For 21 minutes, he was in a state of cardiopulmonary arrest. Under normal circumstances, he would have died. Therapeutic hypothermia saved his life. But the 21 minutes he spent on the other side had a lasting effect on him. Perhaps due to the shock, his Doom's abilities seem to have increased. And now he takes every opportunity to walk the beach in search of his family.
My apologies, Sam. You came all this way to visit me, yet I neglected to give you a proper farewell. Do be careful out there. As I mentioned before, this region is rich in memories of death and extinction. It should come as no surprise that BTs are sighted here more frequently. Perhaps you recall the models in my lab. Their designs were all based on eyewitness accounts. Though I suppose they must have struck you as strange, considering the many times you've come face to face with a real recorder.
Okey. Ben şey sanmıştım bunu. Herhalde oyun burada bize şey yapıyor. Zorla bir capture yaşatıyor gibi sanmıştım ama öyle olmadı.
I was worried you might not. I've been haunted by those visions you doom sufferers see. I put the nightmares down to fatigue. That's dying's not. It's not. That's sir. I guess you really think. Oh, yes. And just like that, studying this, assuming I can. Honestly, though, I'm just. Can you believe I found evidence?
Chiral matter has existed on Earth. This stratum. Look at this, Sam. Do you see that black fissure there? We believe this is the source of the Chiralian readings. Producing layers of what is known as. We call these layers extending the principle. Our fissure here, the presence of Chiralium, it strongly suggests that, and not just, the chiral network has recovered data suggesting that would seem you and ensure that it is. But see this through, Sam, and there's no.
Çok konuşuyorlar ya.
New order available. Please access delivery terminal for further information.
Götürür müyüz Mountain Notes diye? Yok, götürmeyeceğim şimdi.
Order assigned.
Zipline var. Zipline'la gider miyiz? Arası 300 metreden fazla gibi sanki. Ha okey, yukarıda. Sen şuraya da bir tane şey atar ya.
Weapons restrictions lifted. Construction complete.
Evet. Ayıp ediyorsunuz. Tamam, biz kurarız kardeşim.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Recon keeping clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
Nasıl? Yoktu bu az önce. Ha yok. Bir dakika. Bunu ben kurdum. Okey. Şuraya bir yere şey yapmak lazım. Belki şuraya. Nereye hangi yöne lazımdı, bir dakika. Kuzey batıya doğru değil mi? Wow. Bir tane şu container repair spraylerden birini şey yapayım. Power Gloves'u takmadın mı ya? Unutuyorum hep Power Gloves'u takmayı. Hayır. Okay. Çığda mı düşüyormuş? Diğeri neden bağlanmıyor? Bu şimdi şuradakine bağlanacak. Okay. Yanlışlıkla bastım. Neyse. Gerçekten yani bir gittiğim bölgede de hazır bir zipline hattı olsun. Bu ne ya? Hangi yılda yaşıyoruz yani? Yani İmamoğlu gelsin İstanbul'a metro yapana kadar şuraya 2 zipline çeksin. 80 kilo biraz sıkıntı.
Listen up. For this run, you'll be Bridges paleontologist working on a dig. Apparently, the fossils he wants to study are big. Now, hopefully, I don't need to tell you. Make sure you keep that container in. Sam, I'm sure you haven't forgotten, but you need to be... Any irregularity?
Order assigned. Keep on keeping on.
Burada bir tane şey var. Şuraya gidebiliyoruz. Okay.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Buraya yol yok ne yazık ki. Şurada bir yol var galiba. Buraya level 3 bunker da iyi yani. Bu niye Rest'in private room'u niye böyle gösteriyor bilmiyorum.
Your work is great.
Herhalde şey diye. Üstümdeki şeyler fazla yıpranmıştı onun için. Tabanla ile ilerliyorum.
Beginning scan. Scanning Bridges ID. Verifying ID. Keep on keeping on. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges. weapons restrictions lifted.
Bu ne ya? Sembol falan mı bırakmış acaba? Yani daha ipim yok.
Over here.
Ha var. Burada bir merdiven var.
Today's a good day.
Okay. İsveç köftesi mi? Aa, yeşil diyarlara geri geldik. Buyur. Atom bombası. Atom bombası da değil, antimetre bombası.
Thanks to you, we can finally move it. I swear, this. Not that you did it after all. You can set up the chiral.
Oxygen mask mi? Ha, o tarihten geçeceğiz ya herhalde onun için.
Anyway, a local porter was on his way here with. It's a 200 million year old ant. He apparently stumbled across it in a bolt. That's not the half of it. The man claims, color me skeptical, but so I asked him to carve out the whole surround. Naturally, I wanted to compare it, which is why I had him excavate enough. But what is it? Didn't even have the good sense to mark which. The cargo was supposedly where toxic. Old Mr. Reliable claims his cargo, but you, to protect you against the fumes, you can pick.
That fossil, while there are examples of viviparous fish, and if it is indeed 200 million years old, it would also correspond with the end. Another one. Could the umbilical cord be... We must recover. It could provide a We're so very... Hurry, Sam.
Good work. New order of it.
Wow. Şöyle yapalım. Ben biraz kaçayım. Sonra belki ilerleyen saatlerde daha Elden Ring gibi bir şeylerle geri dönerim. İnternetim patlıyor gibi oldu bir an. Okey, neyse, zaten ben de kaçıyordum. Görüşürüz. Kendinize iyi bakın. Bay bay.